Hello everyone, I just wanted to come on here and make a quick video through my phone about what I find to be the most essential and important thing everyone should be doing right now, whether you are going through a spiritual awakening or just want a better experience with your job, your relationships, your health, and your mood. I'm going to talk about grounding. And grounding is the most important thing for anyone to be doing at any point of life every day, because this is what regulates your nervous system. And your nervous system is your electrical circuits, and it is directly tied to your energy. It is directly tied to how much energy you can hold and how much energy you can put out. So this affects your reality, this affects your manifestation, and this just affects everything in your life, right? And so we have our own magnetic fields because our heart puts out energy, just like the earth has its own magnetic field. And especially as well with all the solar flares going on right now, that is, causing earthquakes and volcanic activity and crazy weather with the planet. And so think about what that is doing to your own magnetic field. So this is what causes people to feel cranky, exhausted, feeling like you got hit by a train when you wake up in the morning, where you're sore, you are incredibly fatigued, you could have slept 10 hours but still feel like you did not get any sleep, or you feel really wired and you're exhausted but you can't sleep because your brain is going 1,000 miles a minute, and you are anxious or irritable and just overall not having a good time. And so this is where grounding comes in, because the sun is putting out lots of plasma, which is very high frequency energy. And if you are not used to this, which this has been affecting me too, because we are seeing unprecedented amounts of solar flares, it can hit your nervous system and it just burns out your nervous system. And that leads to all these problems, right? And so to ground yourself, the most important thing you can do is go outside and put your bare feet in the dirt or the grass, or you can lay on the ground, sit on the ground, and just connect to the earth. No stimulation, so put your phone away, just connect to the earth, because excessively scrolling and watching content all day keeps your nervous system stimulated and will actually make you feel even more tired. And so connect to the earth. Imagine, if you can visualize, just like a white stream of your energy just streaming down into the earth, or imagine you have these energetic roots from your body or your feet going to the earth's core, and you are discharging the excess energy or energy you don't like, the bad feelings, and you are bringing up healthy white light. And if you cannot do this for some reason because of the climate, you can get a grounding mat and also do the visualization. And you don't need like a $50 grounding mat. I think I got a grounding mat for like $12, and it works. I know it works because I can feel the energy going through my feet. My feet get tingly. And so also getting sunlight. Now, solar flares are going to affect you whether you go outside or not, but sunlight is essential. These solar flares are actually benefiting us by raising our frequency. So ideally, the best time to get sunlight is at sunrise and sunset. This is when the angle of the sun comes in more softly, and it's not as harsh and distorted with the magnetic field of the earth. And of course, any sunlight you can get at any time of day is going to be beneficial, but sunrise and sunset are best. And of course, wear sunscreen, sun protection if you're going to be out for long periods of time, because you don't want to get skin cancer down the road. And so getting sunlight's important. If you're in an area with little to no sunlight, or you work night shifts or something, buy one of those like UV sunlight simulating lamps. They do make them where you can sit in front of the lamp and get like vitamin D from it. And also stay hydrated, Being hydrated is important for your nervous system and helps with your frequency and grounding. And if you watched my video on everyday actions you can do to raise your frequency, I recommend speaking to your water, which might sound weird, but studies have shown that speaking to water changes the crystals. And so speak to the water positive affirmations. Imagine the feeling of gratitude going into it, the feeling of peace, happiness, and drink that water. And that will affect your body because our bodies are 75% water. So, grounding, go outside, spend time in nature, get some sunlight, drink water. Also, if you have the opportunity, swim in fresh or salt bodies of water. So, rivers, lakes, oceans, preferably clean water. Don't go swimming in dirty water. That also helps to raise your frequency. And if you are, let's say, in a city, you don't really have any nature you can easily get to every day, try to get houseplants. That can help as well, houseplants. And when you are in the bath or the shower, try to relax and connect to the water and really just, remember your five senses. Feel the water, hear the water, see the water. If there's a fragrance, smell it, you got soap, whatever, right? So you want to make it a grounding experience, a calming experience. And so try to incorporate this in your daily routine. And the more you do this, it's going to help regulate your nervous system, which will regulate your mood and your mindset. And so you can properly assess things better. You'll have a better time at work, better time with relationships, and you will expand your magnetic field. And by doing this, you will be able to embody more energy, more frequency, and you'll be able to manifest more. And again, also with the grounding, try to stay in the present moment as much as possible. I know phones are addicting. It's addicting to try to follow the news, follow what's going on, stay up to date on whatever, or you just get lost scrolling. But the more you put your attention on other people, other things, you are sending it away from yourself. And so by focusing on the present moment and just feeling and grounding into your body, you are bringing your energy back to you, and this will expand your magnetic field. And other ways you can ground and regulate your nervous system is breath work and somatic movement, somatic exercise. So there are tons of creators on YouTube that have breathwork videos, somatic videos, and breathwork will help you connect to your body and regulate your nervous system, and will also help oxygenate your blood because honestly, so many people are starved for oxygen now, and that's another thing that contributes to fatigue, especially, I think there's studies about 5G affecting your blood oxygenation and just people not getting enough fresh air. Everything's so polluted now. And somatic movements also help to connect to your body and release, trapped emotions and traumas and just pent up energies. It can help to calm you down if you're anxious. And because again, this is working the fascia. The fascia is tied to your energy and your emotions, and every bad experience or emotion you've ever had can get trapped in the fascia. And so somatic movements can help to gently release these. And so those are some other things that can help with grounding. And lastly, I just wanted to mention I am working on a website and a course currently, which is why my content's been coming out a little slow here on YouTube lately, because I have been wanting to make a course to help people more, going in depth on ascension and frequency and masculine, feminine energies, for Kundalini and chakras, and the different energetic bodies and stages of awakening, the symptoms you'll experience at each stage, and all of these things that are rarely talked about. And it's going to be way more in depth than any videos I've made so far. And also on the website, I do want to offer energetic healing services where I can help you to remove any trapped limiting beliefs or emotions stuck in your subconscious. Um, because these things, even for me in the beginning, they were very hard to identify myself. They can be hard to identify with your own subconscious because it's trapped where you can't really see it. And so sometimes it helps to have a third party, assess and remove these things. So I plan to offer that as well for anyone who feels like they need extra help getting unstuck or getting past a certain stage where they feel limited in or held back or just very triggered with. And so I am currently working on that in the background. So I hope this video was helpful and thank you all for watching.